going on, guys? It is your boy Beer Gut Plays here, back at it with another episode of the WWE 2K24 MyGM. Now, hopefully, you guys have enjoyed the content so far. If you guys like the content and you want to see this channel grow, make sure you super kick that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more content. Be sure to check out the channel sponsor. I will leave it linked in the video description below. This W Energy, guys, it is a phenomenal product. I use it on a daily basis, whether trying to get in a quick workout, doing one of these videos, long game play session, or just I need that help with my energy throughout the day at work. Use it almost on a daily basis. Great product. Uses coffee bean extract, so I do not get the jitters, the crash that normal energy drinks would give me. Use that code BeerGut at checkout. You will save yourself 10% on your order. You want to check out the series playlist? I will leave it posted in the top right-hand corner right here. Having a lot of fun with this. We are about ready to finish wrapping this up. We're 40-something episodes deep, and we're going strong. We will wrap this thing up at about WrestleMania, or after the WrestleMania. It's been a lot of fun. We're going to start prepping for 2K25. Just finished watching Monday Night Raw, and guys, it was absolutely the new game. I saw the cover and a little bit of the trailer. I'm super excited about it, so hopefully the game is going to be a good one. You want to check out something else that I'm working on? The NBA 2K25 Sixers, my league. I'll leave it posted in the top right-hand corner right here. Having a lot of fun with it, doing a lot of cool stuff. Got the Sixers in a winning position right now, and I could not be more happy. Guys, we're going to get this recording started with a bang. And as you guys may know, I recently updated my computer. I bought a MSI gaming laptop from Best Buy. It is phenomenal, so hopefully the quality will start to improve as we go along. So we've got a really good card for tonight. Charlotte taking on Alexa Bliss in the opener. Braun Breaker taking on Jey Uso in the mid-card match, one of the mid-card matches. It's going to be a lot of fun. I think it was Roman Reigns versus somebody else. I missed it. Your main event, though, is a tag team match. It is Carmelo Hayes and Trick Williams taking on JBL and Gunther. I'm sorry, it is Damian Priest taking on Logan Paul in an Extreme Rules match. That should be a really good match. Logan has not seen a victory since he's come over to this roster. No titles on the line tonight. We will be saving them title matches, hopefully, for the pay-per-view. Although Charlotte is one half of the tag team champions. Really such a cool mid-season pickup. We're going to get this matchup underway. Charlotte taking on Alexa Bliss. I feel like there's going to be some good matches on the... Yeah, that's probably going to be the show stealer right here on the opener. I don't see anyone else... I just don't see anyone or any other matches really being any better. Although the tag team match is kind of interesting because Mello and Trick Hayes have been tag teaming. Their former tag team champions taking on just a random tag team that I threw together. JBL and Gunther. And Miss Charlotte is on her way to the ring. She is, God, I gotta say, she's probably one of my favorite women's wrestlers. With Royal Rumble this Saturday, I'm hoping for a surprise return from her. Maybe Becky Lynch. Hopefully we start getting some of these women back on the roster. Alexa Bliss. I know I did read a lot of stuff about she wanted to renegotiate the contract. I honestly don't know what to believe. I ain't a fly on the wall, so don't know what to believe when it comes to something like that. but I know this is going to be a killer matchup. One of the better matches on the card. It, it it's just going to be a great match. Like, I feel like, these two women have potential chemistry together, and they list Charlotte as a giant, and I guess that makes sense. She's got to be over 6 foot, man. She's got to be over 6 foot, and obviously Alexa's listed as a cruiserweight, so the pairing should work out well together. Charlotte came in with Becky Lynch. We signed her off the streets, and now is our current women's tag team champion. We need to find somebody for that duo to face here coming up at the pay-per-view or for WrestleMania, because I don't see Dakota Kai, Indy Hartwell and Candice LeRae versus Charlotte and Becky putting a lot of butts in the seats, but I could be wrong. It's kind of funny. I stole Alexa Bliss from SmackDown, thinking she was going to do a lot more for this roster, and she obviously didn't. And I feel kind of bad now, because I thought we would use her more, and we ended up not. I wouldn't say use her more, but I thought she'd be on the winning side a little bit more, and she's not. So, what are you going to do? Can't make everyone happy, unfortunately. It's one of the problems being a GM, baby. And we're going to get this matchup underway. Alexa Bliss starting out with a nice running drop kick and the elbow to the forehead as Charlotte is stumbling as we get this thing underway. And Charlotte just picks up Little Miss Bliss and turns it into a backpack stunner. What a jawbreaker by Charlotte Flair. And the reversal, the Irish whip. Drop toe hold and doing the walk the plank on Charlotte's back. Hits another beautiful running drop kick. Alexa just teeing off, grabs the head of the hair, and oh God, that is painful. I don't really know, because as you guys can see, no hair. But I'd imagine that's painful as Alexa Bliss goes to the top rope and hits a double axe handle smash. Alexa Bliss just in complete control. And the DDT lays out Charlotte, hooks the leg. Only enough for a 2 count as Charlotte gets the shoulder up. Holy moly. And now Charlotte's starting to make her comeback as she stomps in the corner, but Alexa Bliss cuts her off. What a counter by Charlotte, as Charlotte is starting to get into complete control as she locks in what's going to be the start of the figure 8, got the figure 4 portion in, and Charlotte, with that incredible flexibility, turns it into the figure 8. Bliss fighting out of it. Is she going to have enough to fight out of it? God, this is... Ugh. I like the figure 8. I like the idea of it. It is a cool looking move. I'm not a big fan of the handstand or whatever, the bridge. Holy moly. She's been locked in that thing for about a minute. I would pass out from it. That's how insane this is. As she's got her head balanced. God. That's the one. I wish they would figure out a more creative way to get yourself out of submissions and make the person submit. Not a fan of the button mashers, but what are you going to do? Oh, Charlotte, she finally got herself free from the figure 8. And the arm drag. Code Red and hooks the pin in. Not enough, as it's only a 2 count. These two girls have had a phenomenal... blocks the chop. Arm drag. Kick. And plant Charlotte with the DDT. And now the leg is hooked. And that is going to be a 3 count. Little Miss Bliss is victorious. I believe that's got to be like her second or third win on the brand. She has not had a good run here on Raw. And honestly, I should have traded her, but I'm not a big fan of the whole trading thing. But maybe if it's included in next year's, start out with a 4-star match. Maybe if it's included in next year's, I will make some trades, make this roster better. Here's going to be a real killer match. Braun Breaker versus Jey Uso. Now, these guys actually had a little feud going on in real life. So it's kind of cool that art is imitating life. As your current United States champion, Braun Breaker. Title his dad and his uncle held in WCW. He is now carrying on the legacy of that belt. While I'm thinking about it, I would highly recommend checking out the Christmas live stream special that I was doing over Christmas, New Year, and then it spilled over into Martin Luther King Day. I'll post in the top right-hand corner right here. It is the SmackDown Here Comes the Pain. The only reason why I'm mentioning it, we did play as Scotty Steiner, and it was a lot of fun. Did not end the way I hope it did, but it was a lot of fun. It was kind of just a neat little blast from the past to one of my favorite wrestling games of all time. And it was just a lot of fun. Just a lot of fun. Some cool stuff. We got some stuff lined up here in the near future. It's going to be a lot of fun, so hopefully you guys stick around as main event Jey Uso is on his way to the ring. Has anybody had a bigger 2024, 2025 than this man right here? It's been hard. He's been a big merch mover. He's been a very popular name, gotten title shot after title shot. Was a former, held the Intercontinental Champion for about 30 days, I'd say. And I thought, honestly, I was kind of hoping they would break him away from the Bloodline thing. No need for him at this point, It's cool. It was cool to see him, but there was really no need for him. Again, just my personal opinions. I still enjoyed that Survivor Series match, but again, really no need for him in it. And we are going to get things underway here in a minute, but Jey Uso got the crowd hyped up. He's looking to win one more title before this season is over. He could potentially become a champion again. And let me tell you, I've been ecstatic with the way his rise through the ranks has been. He has had a great 2-year run on this brand, and now if we get him, and I hope we do get him again, but if we get him again, we could see some big things in next year's game. As Jey Uso starts off with that side kick. And, the big knee. But a big reversal by Jey Uso and the kick to the face in the corner. Jey Uso got Braun Breaker on the outside. And the dive to the outside. Jey Uso, a man possessed, has got this thing under his control. And the 1D on the outside. Yes, I will refer to that as the 1D, but it is such a cool maneuver. And now Uso Uso crazy spear, just like his cousin Roman, and he hooks the leg. Is that going to be enough to put Braun Breaker away? Yes, it is. Jey Uso completely dominated U.S. champion Braun Breaker in this matchup, and Jey Uso looking to regain that United States Championship from the War Dog. One of my, this has been probably my favorite feud of the year. Disappointing. I guess because it was such just a freaking squash victory by Jey Uso, as now we are rolling on to Damian Priest taking on Logan Paul. Damian Priest, started this season as World Heavyweight Champ. He defeated CM Punk, and it was CM Punk and Cody Rhodes in a triple threat match, which, by the way, I mentioned at the beginning. Check the playlist. That first season, I had a lot of fun calling it. Especially, a lot of the stuff that was going on in my personal life. It was cool to call. I had a blast. I was actually in attendance for Damian Priest's world title victory, and I was so ecstatic. Don't get me wrong, I love Drew McIntyre, I love Seth Rollins, but Damian Priest, it felt like, especially if you saw those pictures of him when he first got signed to Ring of Honor, and look, no shame to the man, because I ain't exactly got room to talk. He was a little on the heavier side, and he completely transformed his body, and, God, that was awesome, not even gonna lie, and I am so happy that he was able to do that for himself and get himself into shape like that. Logan Paul on his way to the ring. The social media superstar, was he on Disney Channel? Honestly, I know Jake was. He was on, that's past my era of Disney Channel, so I can't really remember. But I want to say Logan was too, wasn't he? I know he did an episode of Law and Order SVU, but honestly, I cannot remember for the life of me if he was on Disney Channel. I think I would have done a little bit more research on him, but not a super huge fan of him or his brother, but I try not to, and it's not really the whole suicide forest thing. Look, man, we all made dumb mistakes when we were young. I know I did. And if I went over the mistakes I made when I was young, we'd be here all day. As Damian Priest hits a super kick, and now these guys, Damian Priest starting this thing out hot, and Logan Paul with a DDT. What is Damian Priest moves out of the way. Very athletic move by Logan Paul. And, just some simple pounding. The kick to the gut. Jeez, Logan Paul really firing off right here. Ooh. Yeah, Logan Paul, for, being one of the lower used members on my roster, he always has some competitive matches against whoever he's facing. As Damian Priest just tossed Logan Paul out like trash. And Damian Priest taunting Logan. Logan going for a weapon under the ring. He gets the kendo stick and the double axe handle. Damian Priest has got Logan Paul in complete control. I tell you, I don't know why I left that in there, but it was hilarious. There we go. Because, newsflash, everybody, I do a little bit of editing. Because let me tell you, if I did the whole, oh God, if I did the whole gameplay, did commentary over it, some of these videos would be like an hour to an hour and 10 minutes long. I'm fairly certain you won't want to be sitting here for an hour. So I try to cut them down as best as possible. If it's a big pay-per-view, it's a little bit harder, but honestly, as Logan Paul, has gotten some nice moves in, but Damian Priest, for the most part, has been in control. Honestly, if it's a big pay-per-view, it's hard, or a PLE, I guess they're called now, as the bro Derek owed to his friend Riddle, and he has the leg hooked. Only a 2 count. If I were to hit, if I were to I don't, as we hit the south of heaven, I can't even get my thought out. That's a 3 count. Damian Priest wins. I try and make these things as digestible as possible. I want to show all the matches. I want to make this thing fun for everyone. So, again, apologize as we have a 3-star match with Logan Paul. Sorry about that. I just try and make everything as, as we have Gunther making his way to the ring. Gunther is I like Gunther a lot. I feel like maybe his world title run has kind of fell a little flat, kind of like Damian Priest's, but Gunther, I also think, much like Damian Priest, did not have the opponents. Gunther, so far in his world title reign, he won it from Damian over SummerSlam weekend. He defended it a couple times against Damian Priest, once or twice against Finn Balor and Damian Priest. I think he defended it against Sami Zayn. He had a match with Cody for the Saudi belt, whatever the heck that thing's called. It just has not been very interesting. Wrestled Jay on Saturday night's main event. Excuse me. It feels he wrestled Finn and Damian on the first Saturday night's main event. Feels like this belt was made to be an afterthought, and let me tell you, out of the current belts, it is my favorite. So I don't know why it's... Look, I understand that the WWE Championship has the lineage as JBL makes his way to the ring. I understand the WWE belt has the lineage. I just don't understand why it's... And it's not going to get the same treatment, whatever, right? But if you're going to close the show with the WWE Championship, why not open the show with the World Heavyweight Championship? Give it a hot match that, people want to see that it's going to start. I feel like that would be a good way to kick off the show. I know it's hard and you don't have to put both belts on every show. You could give Cody a break. I feel like I love Cody. I'm glad he won the title. For the most part, I've enjoyed the reign. But I feel like it could be, I don't want to say scaled back a bit, but it could be, he doesn't have to be wrestling or defending that title on every pay-per-view. I feel like one of the big reasons why, the 80s was super successful, like Hulk Hogan in that time, is Hogan only defended that title on TV every once in a while. Not every stinking Saturday night's main event. He was on most of the Saturday night's main event, but didn't defend the title. You've heard that saying, absence makes the heart grow fonder. I feel like that would really be beneficial if we kind of switch things up a bit. But again, it's just me ranting during these intros because I don't know if you guys can hear their music over me. Occasionally, I do like to talk about my opinions and my feelings on wrestling. So, what do you know? It's just an interesting. It's an interesting concept. You guys are more than welcome to sound off in the comments about your thoughts on wrestling, and I will discuss it with you. I've done it in my shorts videos in the past when I put up little shorts about the Wyatt family or whatever. I just like to discuss wrestling. There is no bad opinion around here, at least on this channel. There is no. All opinions are safe haven, as much as well, I wouldn't say all opinions. There's some obvious ones, but it has nothing to do with, you know, we're not going to mention it, but you guys probably know one of the big ones. Trick Willie on his way to the ring. I was a little shocked to find out he was on the Eagles NFL roster. As you guys know, I am a huge Washington Commanders fan. Unfortunately, when this is being recorded, they did not beat the Eagles in the NFC Championship. As much as I am a diehard of the Washington Commanders, congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles winning the NFC Championship now. I will never actually say this, but please, for the love of God, go beat the Chiefs. Even though the Eagles are a division rival, I hate the frickin' Chiefs so much. They are so, they're Patriots level right now. We're going to get this matchup underway, and Gunther lays out Mello Hayes with a drop kick. Mello tags in Trick Williams, and Trick Williams takes down Gunther with an STO. Whips Gunther into the ropes and takes him down with a shoulder tackle. Trick Williams in control here. The funny thing is if I get a weekend off or something like that, as Trick Williams still in control, if I get a weekend off or something like that, or some extended time off, I'll just record 2 or 3 of these episodes in one, do the gameplay in one sitting, and well, you see how that works out, right? Oh, Gunther, the hot tag to Bradshaw. And now Bradshaw getting into the fracas, going against the smaller Carmelo Hayes as a short arm clothesline lays him out. And Bradshaw really firing on all cylinders as he's gonna get Carmelo Hayes up here for the power bomb. Ooh, all right. Clothesline from hell. Look at that 360 by Mello. And JBL's got the leg hooked. That's going to be a 3 count. JBL and Gunther, which would probably be a really good heel tag team IRL if JBL and Gunther were in the same timeline. But unfortunately, it's not. But thank you, video games, for making this all possible. I feel like they would just be a dominant powerhouse tag team like Demolition, or the Road Warriors, or the Steiners. By the way, Steiner's my favorite tag team of all time. Only a 2-star match as the main event? Holy crap. This was kind of just a thrown together episode. I probably should have ended it with Charlotte and Alexa Bliss. Interesting. That's an interesting match. Shinsuke and Channing stacks Lorenzo. Again, I don't watch a lot of NXT because, again, I do the streaming cable. I got Fubo as my provider, and it doesn't have CW as one of their channels listed, at least in the Baltimore area. I did have an antenna for a while. Just got rid of it. But Okay, that's an interesting tag team. Interesting tag team. Wow. Got a little bit of money. Not mad at that, but they got a little bit more. Health Spa 3 and Injury Rehab 3 we gained. Still in second place. Honestly, I'm not going to let JBL walk because he's awesome. My initial plan until I don't know what happened, but I did sign Ron Simmons, and I was going to have him feud with JBL. I thought it would be cool. It just didn't work out in that favor. So unfortunately, I thought that would have been a cool idea, but I got to figure out something to do with JBL. He's great. I like a big beefy heel on my roster. Unfortunately, we got more than enough of them. We are going to start this next show off with a triple threat match, a women's triple threat match. Rhea Ripley, Asuka, and Bianca Belair, your current women's champion. Do a little bit of promo advertising. Who do I want to use? That'd be a good... There's Jey Uso, because he's 22. Love Jey Uso. Damian Priest, Logan Paul. Interesting feud, not gonna lie. I would like to see Damian Priest work with Logan Paul, because look at the stuff he did with Bad Bunny. Could you imagine what he could get out of Logan Paul? Holy crap, what the heck happened? Hold on. My lights just turned off. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. I don't know if my lights burned out. But sorry about that, guys. That's only happened like one other time. But we're gonna continue this thing. I am so sorry. May not be the best lighting situation, but we're gonna get this thing underway and finish this bad boy up. That's gonna be a main event. That is gonna be a hell of a main event. I think I'm wondering. So we got our cards set. But guys, that's going to be the end of the episode. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. If you like the content and you want to see this channel grow, make sure you hit that like button, comment down below, and subscribe to this channel for more. Be sure to check out the other series that I am running on this channel. On Monday nights, we do NASCAR The Game Inside Line Season Mode with Dale Earnhardt Jr. I'm absolutely enjoying it. It's going to be posted in one of these four corners right here. We just finished Atlanta. Unfortunately, lost the recording to Richmond, so won't be seeing it. The Wednesday nights is the NHL 25 Flyers franchise. The Flyers franchise 2.0. We're having a lot of fun with it. Can't wait to get you guys up on the... get caught up with that. Saturday, we started again with the Washington Commanders NFL franchise. Absolutely love it. It's one of my personal favorites. We did the first live stream in a while last Saturday, so it'll be posted in one of the four corners. And the UFC 5 Mike Tyson career, that's generally going to air on Sundays. I'm going to try and knock it out Sunday morning because NASCAR returns next week at Bowman Gray for the Clash, so I definitely am looking forward to seeing that. I'm going to get the hell up on out of here, guys. Hopefully y'all have a great one. Hope to see y'all in the next video, and peace out, my friends.